Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Our Work Future. I'm Sam.
And I'm Charles. Continuing our insightful series, we welcome Jan Jardine, the Work-Based Learning Coordinator and Director of the Provo Center for Advanced Professional Studies in Utah. Jan plays a pivotal role in bridging the gap between classroom learning and real-world application, preparing students for successful careers through hands-on experiences. Her expertise in creating and managing work-based learning programs makes her a vital asset in the field of education.
In this segment, Jan will share her insights on the key skills and attributes that contribute to her success in this role, her favorite policy change in education this year, and her top recommendation for helping students succeed. At People Work, we're passionate about insights that can enhance career readiness and educational efficacy, making Jan's perspectives particularly valuable to our mission.
Hey, hi, I'm Jan Jardine. I am a district work-based learning coordinator and director of the Provo Center for Advanced Professional Studies in Provo, Utah, and I'm excited to be here to chat with you.
Well, share with the world both ACTE, what you do for your role in Provo, and don't let me forget, but I used to live in Utah, so we have some things that we can talk about. So my first question to you is, in your job, what is the number one technical skill that makes you successful?
In my mind, when you ask that question, the first thing that comes to my mind is being willing to dive in and figure things out. Because I think when it comes to technology, it changes so quickly. Having one skill, like Microsoft Word, for example, and knowing that inside and out, where that's great, that could change drastically tomorrow, right? So having the skill that you can go in and dive in and make connections to other pieces, I think is really the key to really embracing and mastering technology.
Okay. So what I heard is from your technical skill is to solution and problem solve.
Absolutely.
And you're kind of answering the attribute question as well. It's that you are, what is the word I was just thinking of? You're nimble, and you are, there was a word that came to me that I thought was just so perfect for what you just described your attribute. Well, let me not put words in your mouth. What is your number one attribute that makes you successful?
Well, I think in that case, it's not being afraid to just try all the things. I think fear holds us back so often. And in a lot of different ways. In my role as a work-based learning coordinator, I need to talk to people all the time, look for different solutions than what we tried before. And that can be a really scary place to be because it's going into the unknown. So I think not being afraid to just take that first step. I was just actually talking with one of the students here, came up and she's like, I would never have done this without the CTSO that I'm a part of. And they helped me be able to have this conversation. And she's like, and I'm just trying to figure out how do I make change? And I'm like, that's exactly how you make change, is making the first step and just going. Even when the voice in your head says, I don't know, I'm probably not the right person, then you just have to go and do it.
Okay. Well, I can, as an adventurer myself, I can respect that advice. And I give you a lot of kudos for having an adventurer mentality in an industry that doesn't always lead that way. I think that's a courageous place to be and a necessary place to be for the education, the industry that we're living in right now. Like you can't wait and see anymore. Right. It's kind of there. The next question I have for you is, of all the legal government policy changes, state, federal, whatever, that were made this year in 2023, was there a favorite that you were like, that's a win?
Oof, that one's hard. There's so many things that go on in legislature that affect education, and especially career and technical education. I think we still have a lot of work to do, especially when it comes to like Perkins 5 and WIOA and higher ed. And I think we're still working to find that magic solution to those policies to really do the work that we need. We really need all parties involved to be willing to be brave to take the step to change what's always been done. And I think we're still working on that.
Work in progress. Actually, I'll ask you a specific question. Do you think that the modifications to House Bill 5 for accountability for CCMR funding around actually tracking the progression of career alignment to curriculum, do you think that will actually be, do you think we'll actually be accountable to the accountability changes?
I'm not as familiar with all those details, so I don't know that I can really give you a good answer.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. She's like, I plead the fifth. I don't want to play. I don't want that one. Okay. The next.
But I'm going to go look it up now that you said that.
Okay. Good. I hope you do. Okay. So, if you were to think of one thing that you would like to provide your members at ACTE or the students that you serve in 2024 to be successful, what would that be?
I think opportunities to fail and get back up and try again, and recognizing, I think too often our education system has taught students that failing is bad, and that's the only way we learn and the only way we can get better is by trying and doing. So that's what I would want to give, and the same with the people here. They're here because they're seeking for something. And then what do you do once you leave here? Just go try something and see if it works. And if it doesn't, okay, back to the drawing board, try something again. But that would be my one thing that I'd want to, is give my students the opportunity to fail and understand that that's how you learn, and it's not a personal thing that means they're not good anymore. It means they're learning and they're get to try again.
I think my gift to you for participating in this interview is going to be a shirt that says "Courage to Fail," because that seems to be a theme to your, like, it's just life. Do life.
Yeah,
it seems fun.
I was just talking with somebody earlier about credentialing and our students ready to go through a rigorous coursework and then take an industry recognized credential and possibly fail. I'm like, well, that's what everyone else in industry does. So if we're not teaching them that, then how are we preparing them for what's next?
That's the reality of work. Yes. Yes. All right. Your last question is define education.
To me, education is continuing to learn and grow from all the experiences that you have around you. I think we get caught up in it's checking these boxes, and that's what makes you educated, and we need to move to a thought process where life is our education and we're learning from every experience that we have.
Wow, that is a great way to end an interview. Learn from your life experiences, and that's the education that we have.
Yeah.
I can't wait for us to all get there as a society.
Agreed. Agreed.
Well,
we're working on it, baby steps.
We are. Thank you, Jan, for your time in the interview and sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you.
We extend our deepest appreciation to Jan for sharing her valuable experiences and insights with us. Her perspective on the essential skills and attributes needed for success in work-based learning coordination, along with her thoughts on recent educational policy changes and strategies for student success, offer invaluable guidance for educators and students alike.
Jan's commitment to enhancing student experiences and outcomes aligns perfectly with our vision at People Work, where we aim to connect talent with opportunities that lead to meaningful and successful careers. Her contributions underscore the importance of practical, real-world learning in today's educational landscape. Keep watching for more inspiring interviews as we continue to explore innovative approaches to career development and education.